Hi guys, hello, hello. It's Darlene with Talkator. Happy Wednesday. It feels like it should be a Monday. Because normally when we pick up a craft show, it is either Saturday or Sunday evening, but yesterday was Tuesday. So we got done late last night. I'm a little tired, but it will be okay. I will make it through. And once again, I have stuff attached to my little board down here. I just have too much stuff down here on the floor. Need to clean it out. How are you guys? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We're going to do a couple of Snowman Word DIY kits. A lot of you have already purchased these and you're waiting for me to do a sample so that you see what it looks like. So it is time to do that. So this one says Frosty and this one says Brrr. There is a snowman right here and a snowman right here. So the T is a snowman and the B in Brrr has like a snowman shape. So we're going to do those today. We're actually going to use retro colors. I used some of these on gingerbread signs this last weekend at the craft show and they turned out really cute. They already sold. I think I took pictures, but anyways, they looked really cute. And that's what we're going to use today. There is basically blue, white, red in the colors, and that's about it. So anyways, let me see who's here. If you're out there watching, just say hello. If you'll know that you're live if you see the little red live button at the top of the screen. If you're on the replay, just say #replay. There's always the replay. Don't ever worry if you can't make it or if you get here halfway through. You can always go back and watch it. Always. And look at my wings. I didn't realize, I had no idea when I bought this shirt that I would have wings to fly. Look at that. Literally wings. So it's comfy. It's a comfy shirt. So yeah, it's it's a comfy shirt. That's all I can say. So let me do this. Let me look at the comments and let me share this to my VIP group. How is everybody? I did, I think I got all packages resolved that have not been received. I have everything going out today that, let's see. Sorry, I was trying to share it over and I saw a picture. Oh my goodness. I had a friend who's, and some of you guys know her. I don't want to say a name, but recently had a fire in their little shop area, and it's just so sad. I just feel bad. So it distracted me, momentarily distracted me, a comment. So anyways, let's just say some little prayers that they get through all that. Okay, I keep getting messages across the top. Stop. Oh my goodness. And you know what? It's all spam. Like, your account has been flagged for intellectual properties. We're shutting you down. Do you ever get that? Don't ever click on those things. They are scams. If it came from Facebook, they would just shut down your page. And then you would have to go into your page manager and you would know it was from them. Don't ever click on those links because they're not real. They're just somebody trying to scam you to get control of your Facebook page, and you don't want that. In fact, for those of you that have a business page, make sure you have the 2-part authentication. So what that means, like when Tara has to sign in to my Facebook page to do something, on one computer, she has to ask me for a code. It sends a code to my phone. I know it's a pain in the butt, but it is a way to protect yourself. So a 2-part authentication is great. Also, you can have it on an app where you have to go to your authenticator and punch in those 6 or 8 numbers, whatever it might be. That is great to have. We have that on there. We have it on Shopify. I have it on my email. There's a lot of state programs like for paying taxes and stuff like that have it. New Mexico has that for their state taxes. When I go to pay the taxes for the business that I do, bookkeeping for. So if you're ever able to get that second party authentication thing, just do it. It will protect you. I know it's a pain in the butt, but it is necessary, especially for Facebook. We don't want to lose our page. Don't want to lose you guys. ever. So let me see who's here. I feel like an angel today. Let me just fly away. Hi, Doris, my sister. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Betty. I did get your message. I will get that resolved. Hi, Tony. How are you? Hi, Tina. Your package is on its way with all of your goodies. You're going to be so excited. So I got everything resolved, and I'm happy about that. So just give it a couple of days in the mail, and you will have everything. I would say by Saturday, everybody should have their packages. Because today's Wednesday, so Saturday, that's 4 days at the most. Everyone should have everything again. Some of it had to be sent twice. So, like I said, there was a problem with the postal carrier. I filed multiple insurance claims. Yeah, but we're taking care of you guys. So don't worry, taking care of you guys. So, hi, Carrie. Hi, Bridget. Hi, April. Bridget, I will get you called today. There was just no time. I hardly had time to breathe. The craft show is so hard when you're in charge of events. And I start next week. I'm in charge of the next event, of course. That's my big craft show. This was the preschool craft show where I was in charge of the crafters. But we had great parent support from the preschool. It was awesome. So hi, Carol. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you, Carol. I feel like an angel. Hi, Chris. Good morning, Pam. Hi, Sylvia. Carol, my dad is doing better. I didn't get him called yesterday, or on Sunday because I was not at home. So I need to call him today. How are you, Sarah? Hi, Lori. Hi, Karen Ramonko. How's everybody doing? Hi, Deb, my sister. All right, guys, let's get started. So like I said, we have two word signs, and many of you guys have purchased these and you're waiting for me to do it. So today is our day, and then we're just going to keep going with projects. So there was a special project that Talkator had that's for limited time only. It is a frame that has like honeycomb things cut out. My mouth is dry. I probably didn't drink enough this weekend, because if you drink, you have to leave and go to the bathroom, right? So sometimes you don't drink as much. I need to drink. My mouth was sticking together. That tells you something. So there is 4 different transfers available. I don't know if they all are still in stock, but it's limited time only. When they sell out, they're just gone. And that started on Monday. Okay, so that was there for you. I put the link here for you guys. And then next Monday, there'll be another one. The next Monday, there'll be another one. And the next Monday, another one. So 4 different special limited time only kits that we'll have this month. So that is kind of our Black Friday type deal, which is fun to have something new like that, right? So we love that. Anyways, I grabbed a couple so that I can demo them for you. I don't know. I think they'll be here tomorrow. I didn't overnight them. Sometimes I just don't want to pay that much in postage. I did the 2-day. So I think they'll be here tomorrow. Maybe today. Who knows? Sometimes they get here early. So hi, Sandra. Hi, Anita. Happy hump day. Okay, let me put you down to the project so you can see what we're doing here, and I will turn it around. So cute little Frosty. So the T is a snowman. Okay, and then these have the little kick stand thing on the back. Some of the ones that we've done have the stand. These have the kick stand. Okay, so the 2 of those on the back. And then Brrr. It has started getting colder. So this is our snowman here. And what we're going to do is, so the snowman will be painted white and painted like a snowman. And this snowman will be painted like a snowman. The letters will all be painted colors. The snowflakes will be painted colors. These letters will be painted a color with paint. But on these background ones, we're going to put some of this cute paper. I have some really cute retro paper here. It is really, really adorable. The link for the snowman and snowman globe. Snowman globe. Oh, yeah, sure. I can do that. Okay, the snowman from yesterday, I did get those posted. Did I get those posted? I didn't get those posted. I started to post them yesterday, and then I was tired. Sometimes you just have to rest. Okay, so I have all this cute paper, And look at that. Look at the stars. That's kind of cute. And then look at this. So lots of retro paper that we're going to use for this. So we'll be doing Mod Podge on these blocks that are not the snowman. Okay. And then we'll be putting the paper on them, trying to find a safe place for my paper so it doesn't go jumping down there. And I'm going to turn on my iron. I have my cute little travel iron. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to paint and we need to Mod Podge. Okay, so let's do that. Let's grab our stuff and bring in our board. Our board is attached to something. So let me just gently pull it off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. Hi, Evie. How are you? Hi, Anita. Good morning. Okay. I need new tape, but not today. And I actually don't have more of this tape in here, so it's going to wait. It's going to wait. It will be fine. I promise. So, how is everybody? How's your day? I feel like it was the weekend, but it wasn't. So, it always throws me off when we have this craft show because I am so used to finishing a craft show on the weekend and then keeping going, you know? You just, like, then it's Monday, but it's not Monday. And I have to keep going because on Sunday, I set out I have to go and put out the signs for the next craft show. Guys, it doesn't stop. When you're a crafter this time of year, when it is fourth quarter, you are running because this is the time to make the money and to do the craft shows. And this is going to be white. Okay, so some of this, I'm going to try to strategically place these so that I know where everything is. All the things that go with this. So those are all going to be painted a different shade of blue. Okay, these are going to be Mod Podge. Let's put our Mod Podge up here. Oh, my wings are going to get in the way. I might have to tie them in a knot, guys. My little wings here are going to get in the way. Okay, so this is not painted. So this goes over to the side. This is the backer. I'm going to move that. Okay, next. And then I'll put myself in the corner in a moment. Hi, Vicky. How are you? Let's see. Karen, had a fantastic afternoon, evening with you. Oh, that's nice. And I'll share the link for the paper. Yes, I sure will. Because the paper itself was from Amazon or from Etsy. Hi, Marcia. How are you? Okay, Frosty. Let's get Frosty on here. So these letters are going to all be black. The snowman will be painted like a snowman. So let's do this. Let's put the snowman up here like this. Okay, so I'm trying to strategically place these so I know what is going to be Mod Podged and what is going to be painted. All the Mod Podge stuff is up here at the top, just like that. Okay, all right. Very good. Okay, this is not painted. Okay, so the back of it, remember, we have these. Sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll glue those on now so that they can be drying. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so this is our little guy. I need to grab some brown for his arms. This is our little snowman for this side. And then he'll have a little bow tie. He's got a little cute little nose and his hat band. What color is his hat band? Oh, we can do blue just like his bow tie. We'll do it the same color. Okay, let's glue these things on. So on the back of this, it shows you exactly where to put these pieces. This is part of the stand that helps it stand up. So let's glue those on and then we'll set it to the side so that can be drying. And I like to put it just a little bit higher. You know how it's on there? I like to put it just a little bit higher than it actually shows. So let me put myself in the corner. Darlene, go to the corner. Go to the corner, girlfriend. All right. There we go. All right. There we are right there. Oh my goodness. So who had events last weekend? I know Karen did. Some of you guys are doing events right now. It is exhausting. Who has events coming up? I know some of you have events this next weekend. It is the season. 'Tis the season. I do not have one this weekend. I choose not to do an event the week before my big, huge show. The show coming up for me, is the one that I have 5,500 people that I mail out to. Not all attend. We probably have 1,500 of them that attend. So there's a huge amount of people that come through every single day. And we're always adding to our list. Last year we added 250 people to our mailing list, which is a lot. So it's a little crazy, but it all works out somehow. It's expensive to do that. The mailing list itself is over $2,000. I just got the invoice on that. So the mailing list and printing those flyers is about $2,200 just for that advertising, but it's well worth it. It's well worth it. Okay, I'm going to set these to the side so they can dry. You know what? Let's just put them right up here. That is a good place. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so you can see everything on the board because you can't see everything. There we go. Okay, now you can see everything. You have one on Saturday. Awesome. Anita has 3 more back-to-back Sundays. You know, and it's just that way. This is the time. Karen has one on the 25th. Sarah has another one this Saturday. How was yours, Sarah? How was your one last Friday or Saturday? How did it go for you? I'm always excited to hear about how events went because you know what? It is the time. It is the season. And some of you guys, this is your first year doing craft shows. Or maybe it's your second year. And last year you were just kind of getting your feet wet, kind of getting used to it. Okay, this is our Mod Podge. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to say that this preschool craft show, and I said it yesterday, that after we set up everything that first evening when we opened, I said, this is so scary to say, but I have all my ducks in a row. Everything has been done and I didn't forget anything. I'm like, knock on wood, because it just went so smoothly and the preschool had so many volunteers. And then I had a lot of crafter volunteers. We did not have any gaps anywhere. We always had someone to help. There are times in other years that we didn't have the volunteers from the preschool, and our crafters are not required to work the show. However, I do ask them to volunteer if they're able to, and they're so gracious to show up and just give me time because they know that the show will run better. They know that their customers will be serviced better if there are people at every register and each wrapping station. So for each register, there's a person that pulls the price tags, puts them into a little bowl, and then the cashier takes them and rings them up. While they're ringing up the purchase, the person that pulled the tags is wrapping the order. And the customer pays, the order is wrapped, and it's ready to go out the door. So we have a process, and our process has worked forever. And we love that we can do that. And then I will be sorting tags. I'll start tonight. I have work to do for my bookkeeping job that I have. I have that to do. And then this afternoon, I get to go take down all of the signs that I put out for this craft show and return those to the church. And then tonight I will start adding up all of the crafters' tickets that we pulled. And then I'll throw them into Excel and deduct. The church takes 20% because this is their fundraiser. So they take 20% and the crafters gets the remainder, which, if you're in a store, that 20% is not it. That would be a great fee to pay. So it's not terrible or anything like that. It's not terrible to pay that. Our crafters, they don't stress over having to pay 20% because they know that the show is well attended and the show is, that's part of the promotion. They only pay $50 to be in the show. That show fee is low. So they pay $50 to be in the show. They get an 8-foot space. I try to give them more. I have a blended area where they can put extra stuff, and they don't have to be at the show unless they want to. Most of them want to be there to volunteer a few hours. So it really is a win-win for our crafters. So, okay, I don't want to do the top part. I got to do that black. Remember that, Darlene. So anyways, that's how this craft show, this previous one ran, and it ran so smoothly. Guys, I just was so pleased with everything. and And it's from doing this show and being in charge of shows and having great backup, knowing what you're doing. It's important to do craft shows where the people know what they're doing. If they've been, even if it's a very first craft show, if they've been in charge of shows, that is a huge plus, because you know what to expect. You know how to resolve any issues. And like with my cash registers, I know what to do when there's an issue. When I hear it beeping and it's still beeping, I'm like, push the clear button, push the clear button. I know exactly what to do, how to fix them. One of them I had to restart and reset. So anyways, it was a great weekend. I am so happy. I'm happy that not weekend. It wasn't even a weekend. It was a Monday, Tuesday. I'm happy that show is over and that we're on to the next one. Yeah, it's exhausting, but it's great. So let me see comments here. Deb, your craft show last weekend was canceled. Oh no! You have a craft show on Saturday and then one next weekend on Friday, Saturday. That's awesome. Lori has 3 more. Hi Cindy, how are you? And let me see. And then Carol has one on Saturday. Sarah says it was a huge show, but it wasn't that great. Oh, darn it. I'm glad you did that. You know what? Sometimes you just have to do those shows. The one this weekend is a good show. That's awesome. And Anita says, first year since your back surgery last September. Oh, yeah. It is exhausting for sure. And Sarah said they said this last huge show last year was so busy they have soccer's help. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to know how things are going to be. Honestly, so here's something that's surprising, that not everybody does fabulous every year. Okay, so we have some people that did not do fabulous like they normally do at this craft show. And it's surprising to me. Oh gosh, I need it. I'm going to use this palette dish. Even though it has paint in it, it's dry. So, you never know about things, because people that normally did really well at this past craft show, there's a few people that didn't. And it was a little surprising to me and a little disappointing to those people. But at the end of the craft show, I talked to everybody. Basically, it's my speech. It's my little ending speech, and you do not pack until our little chat is over, and I have a chance to say anything that's necessary, and also crafters can kind of give feedback if they want to. But there were some people that I was surprised that they didn't do better, and I was sad for them that they didn't do better. But not everybody can have a fabulous craft show every single time. And even though consistently at other craft shows and at this craft show they've always done well, it doesn't mean that every single year it's going to be your year. And I told them, you are important to us regardless if you had a fabulous year this year or you didn't. I need you. I need you to come back. Our community needs you. the preschool needs you, and we all need you. So even if you only did a few $100s, we still need you to come back. So I wanted to encourage them, because there's a few that were, they're a little sad because they didn't sell a lot, but it's not always about that. Sometimes it's more about being there for the community and hanging in there, because maybe next year it'll be back to what it was. So, you never know what you're going to sell. You can't twist somebody's arm and say, hey, buy my product, right? But you can always have your product there, and we are always there to help our customers. And the customers loved the show. We had great feedback. So there was nothing negative that happened. We just had a few crafters that always do well, and they just didn't. And it's okay. It's all right. There's next year, right? So we don't stress over those things. Don't sweat the small stuff. I tell them, just like I tell you guys, and it's all small stuff. And just because you didn't do great doesn't mean that your product's not great. It simply means that your customer didn't come. Your customer that purchases was not there. So maybe they'll be at the next craft show. Most of our vendors do multiple craft shows, and so it doesn't bother them if they didn't sell a ton at this one. Next week they'll sell a ton. So I do that little pep talk with them. Yeah, sometimes it's the economy. It really. Oh, Sarah, you said you saw people who didn't sell a thing. Thankfully, oh, that's great that you did good. There are some people that didn't sell very much. Everybody at my craft show sold a few things. Some of them sold a lot. I mean, their envelopes, I sorted tags. Their envelopes were stuffed. Some of them sold. Only a couple people sold a handful of things, and I feel bad, but I can't control that. I can't control if they sold a lot or not. Sometimes it has to do with, are you there to show your product? Are you there to represent it and show people what it does? Okay, these are the arms. So I haven't been telling you colors. Basically black and white. And then the orange was spiced pumpkin, and this brown is dark chocolate. So I just need to do the arm part. Don't need to do the snowflake part. And then I'm going to do the blue. I'm going to choose a light blue. I'm going to choose the winter blue. I need to do, each of these are going to be a different color. So I am thinking that I'll start with a dark color, light color, dark color, light color. So I am going to need to use the palette dish. Let's do, okay, so my dark color, I think I can just put it right onto that one. But let's do this. This will be the second. I'll do dark, light, dark, light. Okay, I think that's, let me look at my, oh, you know what? These are out of order. So, out of order, guys. So this one is the light blue. So, selling a few hundred for you would be great. Oh, yeah, agree. Absolutely agree, Karen. And Tina says sometimes it's the economy. I agree. Sometimes people aren't spending as much as they usually did at this show. People spent quite a bit of money. Some, there's a lot of $400 or $500 orders that go through the register, and they have multiple people's items in there. There's people that this is their only craft show that they attend is the preschool one, because they're there to, and they would say, oh, it's to support the preschool. Here's the funny thing that I saw. So because it goes through as a church, a church credit card or a church account that they're paying, they're like, oh, I can write this off on my taxes. I'm like, no, you can't. You're thinking they can write. It's not a donation. You're actually receiving something for it. So silly people. Okay, so that is winter blue. And then I'm trying not to get my iron on my little thing with my paintbrushes. Okay, next color. Let's do a dark color here. Let's do, the first one will be Royal Navy. Oh, I'm going to do this light too. Let me do that at the same time. So this is the hat band and this is the bow tie. I know. So it was a great craft show, really, honestly. Overall, everybody did okay. But this is a craft show where some people usually do almost $2,000, and that didn't happen, but that's okay. We still did. We still all did really good, and it was a full show. I had one last minute cancellation, and was able to just scooch a person that had a booth already to have her expand into that space. I mean, anything that happened, we were able to resolve immediately. And it's a good location. It's in a good location where people see all the signs, lots of traffic on the road, and also the fact that it's a nice air-conditioned building. So, some places aren't air-conditioning, so it's fairly hot for people. Okay, so that was Royal Navy. And then we're going to do Moody Blue. It's going to be this one. I think I can just put some right here and I can spread it from there. There we go. So anyways, oh, and I need more paint. There's another paintbrush. I need another one after that. So sometimes the success for you is passing out. I agree. So I say planting the seeds. Sometimes just planting the seeds as far as getting your business name out there is the important part. So you don't know what's going to grow from that. They're going to go home and they're going to have your business card and they're going to remember what you showed them if you demoed or they saw your product. They're going to remember that. If you have a website on there or your Facebook page on there, they're going to go to your Facebook page and they'll see something probably. So exactly, getting your business name out there sometimes is so much more important than how much money you made. And I know that we're all in this to make some money, but it's not always going to pan out like that. So there's times when we just have to say, it's okay that we didn't make a bazillion dollars. It's okay. It's okay. So, you know, I mean, we just have to have that attitude that sometimes we just need to be out there and make contact with people and enjoy and love what we do. And we always have to understand that it's always a risk to do those things. You're not guaranteed that you're ever going to make money, but you're going to have fun, I am sure. And you're going to meet other crafters. And that in itself is, you know, I talk to all the crafters. When I do an event, I get to know everybody around me because I'm probably going to see them at another event. And the more friends you have out there to help you, they actually, it's funny because vendors around you sometimes will be your biggest customer because they'll see things, and as they sell something, then they're comfortable to go and spend some money. So sometimes it turns into, hey, your neighbor that you just said, that you just told them that I really like what you made, and you strike up a conversation with them. Sometimes later on in the day, they are your customer. So I always suggest get to know the people around you. Also, they're going to be the ones that give you a bathroom break. When you need a bathroom break, if you don't have a helper with you, they're going to be the people that you can say, hey, can you watch my booth for me? Well, I go to the little girl's room, right? We all need to do that. All right, so let me put cheekies on my snowman. I'm going to do, let's get a different color. Let's get a pink. Oh, and we need to put a second coat of our Mod Podge. All of these other things are fine. I'm not going to put another coat, but I do need to get a pink color for the cheekies. So had a customer look at 4 right on the bottom. Yeah, exactly. You never know. You're planting the seeds. Hi, Janine. How are you? Good morning at Ventura Fairground Swap Meet with your... Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. I'm glad that you are here and are able to do that. How fun is that? Okay, so pink in here. I know where that is at. I know where that's at. Well, that is a lot of fun. Glad that you were able to come over and help her do that. Okay, so I'm going to fold up a paper towel and taking my little round dauber thing like we use all the time. This one, I would be really careful to do the cheekies. This is kind of big for it. I don't know if I have a smaller one in here or not. Probably not right now. I could use a little Q-tip. You can use a Q-tip if you want to. Yeah, maybe I should use a Q-tip. Okay, so let's do that one first. I'm going to use a Q-tip, and I'm going to just dab, 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 and do a little circle so that it's not too big. I don't want it to be too big. Okay, there's one. Okay, here's the other one. So he just has little cheekies. And we need to do eyeballs. So we'll do eyeballs in a moment. Un momento. All right, there we go. Just trying to get that. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna add some. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. Make my circle. Tap, tap, tap. There we. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my little dauber thing, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to put it onto my paper towel. I'm kind of twisting it at the same time so it gets it all over it. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to look at my thing. Now, this one has big cheeks, so I'm actually going to go in a circle with this with my hand so that I'm making it bigger than the end of this because he has big cheeks. Okay, so there we go. There's that. And then you can kind of fill it in if you need to. And then let's do eyeballs. So, hi, Cynthia. How are you? You're all finished with the voting. That's great. So, I think in our area, we really didn't have... In my area, there was nothing to vote for. In my area, in the city of San Diego, there probably was, but not right here in my area. Oh, I said I need to do another coat of Mod Podge. Let's do that before we do eyeballs. so that that can be dried. Okay, so another coat of Mod Podge on these. I like to do 2 coats because I feel like the first coat seals it. The second coat puts a coat on there so that you can iron on your paper. I don't know if that is true, but that's how I feel about it. So that's what I do. So I just do 2 coats. It doesn't hurt it. I don't know if you just did 1 coat, if the paper would stick really well. So and because this isn't painted, I used to paint all of my wood before I Mod Podged it. And then I thought, why do you do that? You can just put 2 coats of Mod Podge. It's cheaper to put 2 coats of Mod Podge than it is to use your paint, Darlene. So that is what I do now. I do 2 coats of Mod Podge, and they're just light coats. So if you can see it, you can see through them. They're very light coats. And then we're going to be picking all of our paper colors. We're going to get our little snowman all assembled down here. I think I have enough in this. Usually if you just kind of dab it, a bunch of it will come out. Okay, so I set up the next craft show. It starts next week. And we start setting up the craft show on Tuesday. But on Sunday, I have to go put out the signs for that show. And that's down in Chula Vista. So that is about a half an hour from my house if there's no traffic. If there's traffic, it's a lot more than that. So, okay, let's do the eyeballs. So for these eyeballs, I can either just go like that with my stylus, which I think I'll do, or you can get a paintbrush that has a bigger end. I'm just going to go like this and just kind of draw it in there. It doesn't have to be a circle. Remember, snowmen have coal eyes. So if it's not a perfect circle, which mine is not, don't worry, don't stress. Okay, this one I can just do a dot with it because this one is small. Okay, I do like to do a little white highlight on my cheekies. So I can just grab my paint and I'll shake it, and then I'll open up the top, and I'll take a little bit out of the top right here, and I'll just dab a little dot, just put a little dot right there on my cheekies and right here on my cheekies. Okay, and then let's get the snowman assembled, and by the time that it's assembled, the Mod Podge probably will be pretty dry. We'll hit it with the heat gun, and then we can pick all of our colors. Okay, so everything looks really cute. You know what I do want to do is I want to do some dry brushing. So what was the color on the pink or the light blue? Sorry. The light blue, this was winter blue. The light blue. Let me go through these colors because I think I skipped the one color. So this color is Royal Navy. This is winter blue. This is winter blue. The next one is moody blue. And then we have denim blue, which is a different brand. Okay, so it's a round coat. All right, the pink is cotton candy. Okay, thank you for asking. So sometimes I forget. And I just need a reminder. So I'm going to scooch this up so that I have room to get my snowman assembled. I think what I want to do, I want to hit it with the heat gun so that I can dry the eyeballs just a little bit, and those little white dots on the cheek, just a little. And let's just give this Mod Podge a little bit of a helping hand to start drying, and then we are going to. This is a longer project because there's 2 things, and we have to iron on all of that paper, but you can always come back and watch the replay, guys. If you can't sit and watch the whole thing, come back and watch the replay, and you can fast forward through it. Did you know you can do that? You can set it on like 2 times the speed and go through faster. Let's pull all these guys off, and we're gonna get I'm looking to see if there's anything on the back because I do want to just stack them. Okay, so there's our Brrr, and here's our Frosty. That doesn't matter because it's all black. Okay, so there's our Frosty, and then we're going to assemble our snowman, and then we will grab all of our stuff that needs to have Mod Podge on it. So let's do this one first. Let me just scooch this up one more hair. There we go. So let's get all of his stuff. All right, so we always just put them together first, and make sure it looks okay. So he has a little snowflake right there, and he has a nose, and then he has the bee right here. Oh, I did want a dry brush. Did I want a dry brush? I do want a dry brush, you guys. Okay, so we're putting these back on here. We're gonna dry brush. I think I have a brush down there. Let me see if I do. I was gonna dry brush these guys really quickly. You know what dry brushing is. It just kind of makes it look older. I don't need to dry brush this. I don't need to dry brush the snowman. We're going, unless I might want to with the hat. Okay, let me see if there's a brush in here. There's a great big one, but that's okay. So this is a brush that you use to dry brush. It doesn't matter that it's huge because we can use just like the corner of it. Let's get some white in here. I'm going to dry brush this in white. And it's not going to take that much paint. We're going to use a paper towel. Sometimes I forget the steps. Sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to get some on here, and then you get most of it off. So you just need a little bit of paint, and then you're going to put this onto a paper towel. Okay, and then we're just going to dry brush. Dry brush doesn't take a lot. Okay, so dry brush is just doing this. Okay. Just doing that. I could do that to the hat. I could. So I'm just putting some on here. You might even want less on your brush. I'm going to take a little bit off. But I want all these letters to kind of be consistent. Actually, I'm kind of liking that. See how it's just changing it a little bit. It's kind of making it look snowy. I like that. I don't think we're going to speckle because I like this look. And I'll just go from this direction. And I can do that with my little snowman, with the brim of his hat, the hat, and then let's do right here. And then let's do his hat a little bit. Ooh, that was a lot. So he has a lot on his hat. He has a lot of snow on his hat. If you make a mistake and get too much, grab a Clorox wipe. Let's wipe that off. That's too much. Wipe it off, okay? And then take a paper towel and dry that and start over. Okay, so if you happen to get too much, it's okay because you can have a redo. So I'm gonna just really lightly do it. Just really lightly. There we go. Much better. Mucho better. Okay, let's go ahead and let's assemble again. Or try to. Okay, so we're going to put that there. This is going to go here. Let's dry that really quickly. There's lots of steps, guys. A lot of steps. Okay, going to dry all this stuff one more time. Like I say, you don't have to hang in here with me the whole time. You can come back. You can do fast forward. It does not hurt my feelings at all. Okay, these are all going to be glued onto these. So each of these has a little snowflake. As I cough, this weather is cray-cray. Well, I have a lot of sick people around me, but I have a strong immune system, so I am not getting sick. I am telling myself, Darlene, you do not have time to be sick, so don't even think about it. There is no time in your world to be sick at this point. Okay, this is going to go here, and then our little hands go right like that. Like that. And then he is holding a snowflake. Let's do this. Let's do this snowflake with some of our shimmer glacier, just to give it a little other color. Maybe we should do that with all of these guys, just really quickly. Sorry. You know what? We can do this. We get to make those decisions. We get to change our mind. We get to go back and forth. And you know what? It's okay because we are the artists. I'm trying to find a brush that I can use on this. We're the artists that get to make these decisions. Okay, I'm going to use a small brush like this. I'm going to just add a little bit of glacier on there to give it some other color because this is going on to Mr. Snowman right here. And Mr. Snowman is really, really white. And the snowflake is white too. So let's add some glacier on there to just give it a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of color. Okay, so yeah, I really didn't have a plan. Sometimes I just come on here and I just wing it, and that's okay. You know, we can figure this out together. I kind of work through it in my head. I know what I need to do, but I don't necessarily have a plan on everything. It just comes together. I mean, do you guys have projects like that where you're like, I'm just going to start because I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I am just going to start. Sometimes you just have to start and then it just all comes together. Okay, so let me dry that. And now we can glue together. The brown is dark chocolate. All right. Make sure you get that all dry before you try to take it off. This one has some that went down in the center part. So, all right. I think we're good. Okay, now we're, and oh, this probably needs to be, you know what? I'm not going to worry about that it's not white behind it. I am not going to worry about that. I think it's fine. It's not white behind it. That's going to go there. This is going to go on each of these letters. And let's pull all this stuff off so that we can take off the top part and we can do our paper. Okay, so there's this bow tie. Has a little snowflake right there and a little carrot nose. Let's take off all this stuff here. So we have our not our burr, because our B is down here. There's our and here's our Frosty. Okay, taking off all those letters. We will choose our paper. We'll iron it on. Okay, taking this board away because we don't need this at the moment. Get that out of the way. Okay, here's our Frosty. Here's our Okay, let's glue this. I know, I'm silly. I know. All right, where is my glue? Where are you? Yeah, where did I put you? Underneath here. Oh, right here in front of me. Well, you know, that always helps. It was right in front of my face. Okay, let's glue this on. You guys, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. Okay, that goes right there. So while we are picking out our paper, all of these things can be drying. There's a method to my madness. I like to be able to have things be drying while you're doing something else. Okay, so it does have the scoring. You can see exactly where these need to go on here. When you put these onto the paper, you're not going to be able to see the scoring, but you're just going to kind of center it so you'll know where it goes. Okay, there's our little snowflake. One snowflake for you. And I'm just going to scooch those over. Isn't that so cute? And then he has a snowflake up here on the top. So snowflake, snowflake. There we go. There's your snowflake. You get a snowflake, and you get a snowflake, and you get a snowflake. A snowflake for everybody, guys. I feel like I'm Oprah. or Ellen handing out all the Christmas goodies. You get a snowflake, and you get a snowflake, and you get a snowflake. Okay, there's that. And then Frosty, we're going to glue you all together. Let's start at the top with your hat. All right, so there's the hat brim, and I need to wipe the end of my glue. Is getting all gooey. Let me find a paper towel. Okay, and I promise tomorrow we won't do snowman. We have done snowman 3 days in a row, but I love my snowman. Absolutely. I'm not inking the edges on this. I think he's fine without it. Sometimes you just need to go with the natural look. I may not even ink. Well, I probably will ink the paper. Okay, so honestly, I should have inked him. I can do that after. Okay, there's his little bow tie. He has a snowflake up at the top, and then he has his hands. He's holding a snowflake. Okay, so gonna glue that on his little arms. So, I mean, I did this today because a lot of you guys have sent me messages asking for the picture, and I don't have it because I haven't done the project yet. So I decided, you know what, it's time to do this project so you guys have everything that you need to do it. We sell, a lot of times we sell kits, and we haven't even done, you know, some of my kits from the summer, I never did the project because I ran out of time. Okay, there's our little guy. Okay, that's all that we can do so far. These letters are going to go onto these blocks that are going to have paper on them. If you want to just paint them instead of Mod Podging paper on them, you can absolutely do that. It is totally up to you what you do. Okay, so let's do this. Let's grab our paper and let's figure out the colors that we're going to do. I have a lot of colors, so definitely going to use this on one of them. I love the snowflakes. Let's do this. Let's do F on Frosty, and we'll just go through the papers. I'm sure that we will find one for everything. And these are just all retro colors. I'll post the link that I used to get these. I got them from Etsy. Okay, so let's see. Brrr. I think it goes like this on this one. I was trying to see which one. I think I want this middle one to be big like this. Okay, to have the solid. Okay, so just kind of cut it to the size, and then we're going to iron it on there. I love snowmen too. I love gingerbread. I love snowman. I love gingerbread. I just love it all. Okay, so I definitely want to use this one. I think this one is super cute. The little polka dots. So that's going to be next. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back and forth. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of solid colors next to each other because I don't think it looks good like that. I think that you need to have solid. Like this is a solid color and this has other colors in it. You need to go back and forth on what you're doing on your colors so that it doesn't look bad. Okay. Now on this one we can do a solid red. We're not going to do red over here because that won't look good, but we need to have, this one has more letters. So, and if we need to move things around and choose different colors, we just will. This is paper that I printed out with my printer that is just a printer from Costco. So it's not an expensive printer. I'm just going to kind of look through and see what I find that I can use. Look at this. This little tree one's super cute. So this can go on here. So the little tree is really cute. We'll put that on here. And then we'll look and see what we want to do over here, because keep in mind that F-R-O-S and then the T is the snowman. Okay, so I am thinking that the S we want to do with this, and then the Y will be another solid blue type color. So just kind of rough cut, and then we're going to iron all of these on. The ironing it on is really quick. Okay, I think this would be a good one for the end. Okay, so we have all of our colors, and then the next step, I have my iron plugged in. Is it on? It is on. I just have a little travel iron, and we're just going to iron it. The iron will make the Mod Podge kind of melt together and with the paper. Okay, so there's all of our stuff. I'm going to move all of my papers. We have everything. We have all our ducks in a row there. And I'm going to bring in my little thing to iron on. I have this little pad that came with my iron. And I'm dropping paintbrushes. I can't do that because my dog will come in and eat them. Okay, bringing my iron over. This is a little travel iron that I like to use. You can use a big iron if you want to. Okay, I'm going to stand up. And I'm going to make sure all my snowman is not aligned. Let me just kind of get that figured out. Okay, so guys, let's just start over here. Let's make sure we keep everything in the order that it should be in so that we don't get letters out of order. Okay, so you need to cover it. It needs to be covered with a piece of the Teflon paper. Works really well. Let me see if I can get a small piece here. Make it easier. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to cut down a piece. I've been wanting to do this. Let me just cut a piece of this down. Teflon paper works. Parchment paper works. Okay. So now I have a smaller piece to work with. You want to hold that in place. Don't get your fingers though. Hold that in place and then put this down and then hold it in place right here and iron at the top and then move your finger and iron the whole thing. Okay, it literally takes seconds to do this. Okay, this is done. just that fast. It's adhered. You can check it. You can feel the edges. You can see that it's adhered. Okay. And then we're just going to keep going. That's all you do. It literally just takes seconds to do that. What it does, it heats up that Mod Podge and it makes it adhere. Some people put the Mod Podge on and put the paper on top of it while it's wet. I'm not good at that. When I do it that way, I tend to get bubbles. And oopsie, you know what? Look at that. Okay, you're not supposed to do that. I'll ink the edges really good. Don't let it do that. Okay, so I'm an example of what not to do. The other thing you can do, guys, is I'm going to be gluing this on here. Let's do this. Let me just pull that off and let's have a redo. Okay, so I'm going to have to just quickly, I will flip it over and I'm going to, let's get some Mod Podge back on there. So I wasn't very happy with that being over to the side. I have Mod Podge on my brush. So by the time that we're done, we can go back and we'll redo that one. So I really want that to look nice. Okay, so we'll just skip that one. Don't do that. Don't let it slide. That's why you're holding it. Make sure you hold it in place and don't let it slide like I just did. Okay, so it will be fine. We're gonna redo that one. So I just flipped it over. So that's what happens if you are holding it while you're initially ironing it. Okay, so you hold it in place, put your paper over it, hold it in place again, and then iron. Okay, and then move your finger. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. All right. I do want 2 coats of Mod Podge on that. I need a bigger area too, guys. Need a bigger area. I do want 2 coats on here. Let's put our second coat. It's drying really quickly. And then, you know what? I mean, it would not be a Facebook Live if I didn't have a mistake like that, right? I'm either making a mess or making a little mistake to show you how to fix it, because I don't worry about that. I don't worry about the fact that, oh, I made a mistake there. That's a teaching moment. Okay, so that's a moment where I can say, hey, this is how you fix it. I did that on purpose. No, not really. I did not do that on purpose, but it's a teaching moment. And I never worry about those things because it's a good thing. It is actually a good thing to be able to say, hey, this is how you're going to fix it. And at some point you're going to do this. And it's okay. It's okay. I just flipped it over. We're putting Mod Podge on the other side. We're going to cut another sheet of paper and life is good, right? And I have extra paper, so it's not a big deal. So if you're teaching a class doing this, because you absolutely could do that, you absolutely could teach this as a class. Wouldn't it be fun to teach people how to do this? Just make sure that they hold it and they get that started. Okay, so I did do a project like this up in Michigan, and there were a couple of people that it went off the edge like that, but they just inked it. They just heavily inked it. So no big deal. No big deal. So let's see. Is that a Cricut? No, this is not. This is just a little travel iron that I ordered from Amazon. So they do have a Cricut one that's a mini, I believe. I did not, this one, it was like $20 something. I think the Cricut one is a lot more. I think I have a Cricut one for my craft shows, but, yeah, this is just one of those little cheap irons that from Amazon, a little travel iron. You can use a Cricut heat press. Okay, so let's dry that. It's not all the way dry. Let's dry it and we'll do our one that we messed up. So let me just dry it. And we're almost there, guys. We just have to sand our edges. We're getting there. Let me find my sheet of paper that we used. It is, or we could use another one. You know what? Here's a really cute one. Do we have to use the same one? We don't have to use the same one. We could change our mind. Although I really like the snowflake. Let me see if I'm sure I have another snowflake one in here. There we go. Okay, lots of snowflakes. This is a little bit different. So this one's just slightly different. So the retro ones, the retro was The paper was from Etsy. I'll put the links there for you guys today. I have a lot of catching up to do on things. I have tons of packages going out that I have ready to go. And I have lots of work for the bookkeeping company, of course. It just piles up. When I'm not there, no one does my job. My job just waits for me. So I have been off. There goes a tickle. I have been off work for a few days. So I worked on Thursday, and I was off Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So I have a few days of work to catch up. All right, there's that. I think we're good. Okay, I'm going to unplug my iron because I need that to start cooling down. And then here's what I do, guys. I flip them over and I will trim them. So I still want to keep them in their order. Okay, so I will trim them and then I'll sand the edges. Okay, so I just trim it down. I use my backwards cutting. I just trim it with my scissors and then I'll sand the edges just a little bit. So you can actually just sand it, but it takes more time and it's kind of an annoying noise on my Facebook Live. So I will just trim it down a little bit. Go around all your edges with your scissors. The Chocateur scissors work great for this. So when you flip it over, you can see exactly where it needs to be trimmed. Okay, so around and around and around we go until we're all done. I'm really quick at this. So, and then I have a lot of projects coming up soon, but I also have things that I want to get ready for the craft show. So I'm going to throw things in there. And then we have the new project coming, the new kit coming that Chocateur had done, the one with the frame. I'm hoping that gets here today, but I'm doubtful it'll get here today. I think it's going to come tomorrow. I ordered mine later on in the day, and they said it shipped yesterday, but I didn't do overnight shipping. I did 2-day shipping. So I am thinking it's coming tomorrow. And sometimes it takes more than 2 days, even though you do 2-day shipping. Sometimes it's up to 3 days. Yeah. So anybody else ordered the new kit with the honeycomb frame? I know some of my designers did. I saw your orders. I figured that's what it was. And I have 2 customers that ordered it. And I see orders come through. Our Etsy store is hopping, I say. All of a sudden, weddings just busted loose. Tons of weddings taking place. Well, at least people preparing for them. So it's kind of crazy because around Christmas time, weddings really slow down because who wants to get married around Christmas? But people are preparing. I even have people that are doing their save the dates for 2025. Yeah. So you did. You got it. Pam got it. Carrie got it. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hi, Sarah. You didn't realize the offer would just be for Monday. It wasn't for Monday. Oh, they're not showing up? They're gone already? What? I thought I did. Oh, they're gone already? I didn't know that. I thought they were still there. That's interesting. Okay, I'm sanding over my trash can. So I'm just sanding down. They're already gone? I thought they were for all week. They were until they run out. Did they run out already? I didn't know that. I thought they were in there last night, Sarah. Let me look. I thought when I went to there last night that they were there. So let me take a look really quick for you because I swear I saw them last night. Shop by category. Let me go to kits. Let's take a look and see. They're in there right now. So they're under kits. Go under kits and I can add to my cart. Yeah. So they might have temporarily, yeah, they're there. Okay. So sometimes they just need to reload. Okay. So sometimes there's things that happen with inventory and they'll set it at a certain amount and then they go check and make sure that there's still that amount and then they reload. So they're there. Because I was looking last night going, okay, do I talk about this tomorrow? I've been gone for a couple of days. So I knew that it was there last night, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. We know that it's for limited time only. So if it sells out in the first couple of hours, There's times when we miss out. Like that transfer that was the free transfer. I did not get that. Us girls that were in Michigan, many of us didn't get it because we were busy. We thought we had plenty of time, remember? And there were so many of us that did not get it. And it's okay. There's always another thing. Okay, there's all of our stuff. Now we can glue our letters on. That one just needs a little bit more. Oh, nope, we can't. We have to ink. So we're going to quickly ink everything. So ink, ink, ink. All of our stuff. Okay, so, and I really should have inked the snowman. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to ink the edges on the snowman. I'll take a Q-tip and I'll ink up where I can't get this ink pad because it's going to look silly if I don't. There's always a way. So ink pad or Q-tip, dab, dab, dab on the ink pad, and then just go right up here at the top. Just like that. Just kind of blend it in very carefully. Very carefully right there. I'll do the same on this little guy. I know I can't get in here with the ink pad. I just need a little bit on there so it just kind of flows with everything. You know, because you don't want to look at it and go, oh, why isn't it inked? Because everything else is inked. Okay, there we go. That's going to be good. So I'm going to ink all of, so there's our B. And then I'll put these on as I go. Hopefully our colors are good. Hopefully none of the colors are too close and it doesn't stand out. I think it's fine. I'm not going to ink my letters. I think that they don't need it. If I felt like they did, I would. Okay, so here's this. Okay, so there's our burr, and we'll glue it onto our board. Okay, so this is our F for Frosty. There's my hot iron. And I'm going to put it down on the floor because inevitably my dog will come in and burn their nose. I just know it. Okay, there's our R. Have our O. Okay, let me just scooch these over. And then we'll do our S, and then our snowman, and then our Y, right? Okay, so S, and then our snowman is just there. It's not on the block. Okay, and then our Y. This is going to be so cute. I love the retro colors. They're just fabulous. For me, they are. Okay, so we're going to glue all our letters on. Okay, so I have my glue ready. Let's just do Frosty because it's right here. And then we can put it directly onto our board. Remember, we glued that on the back. I'll flip it over. So this is the side you put these on. So we'll just do that as we go. Let's just scooch this up, get those out of the way so we can glue this on. So you ordered right now. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Glad you were able to do that. Glad we just talked about that. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So yeah, remember to grab it if you want it. You know, you don't have to get everything. I don't have to get everything, but I try to so I can show you guys. And then I can always sell mine at the craft show if I don't like it. You know, if it's not something that I want to keep, then I just take it to my craft show. I always have a place to sell my stuff. So, because you know what? I can't keep everything. My house is not big enough to have everything in it that I would like to. And I realize I need to redo my wall behind me. Needs to have some winter stuff on it. Some Christmas or something. Because I still have Halloween behind me. Yep, that needs to come down. And I need to get some Christmas stuff up there. I will do that soon. Okay, there's our thing. I think the S goes this direction. Let me look at my cheat sheet. Where is my cheat sheet? Where are you? Okay, yes, the S goes like that. Isn't this so cute? This is adorable. I love, love, love this little Frosty guy. I should have done his bow tie, that teal. It's fine though. It's fine. We're not going to sweat the small stuff, guys. We do not sweat the small stuff, and it is all small stuff. I promise. I promise in life, there is very few things that are big enough for you to stress over. Very few things. Most things in life, if you wait tomorrow they're not going to be as important. It's not something that's critical that you're going to die over, okay? Most things in life you can let ride. Okay, there's our Y. Look at how adorable he is. This is so cute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stand it up and I'm going to tap down all my letters, make sure that they are all even at the bottom. And then I'm also squeezing them in to make sure that they are all in. So you want them to be even on the bottom because you do not want it to be one of them lower so that when it dries, that it doesn't lay flat. I'm going to turn it around so when I show you guys. Okay, so wasn't that so cute? Okay, here's this one. Let's do this one. Okay, this one is already all glued together. We glued it together when we did our snowman. So he goes right here, right like that on the end. And then the next R is actually this one. Okay, so it's this one. And I'm going to very carefully do this. I should get out a Q-tip to do this, but I'm not. I'm just going to do it. That goes there. It doesn't show up as much, but it's fine, guys. It is fine. Don't sweat the small stuff. Okay, and then this one. So sometimes you look at it, go, I think I would do different colors than Darlene. Then please, please, please do whatever you feel like is best for you. You do not have to do the colors that I do. You are the artist. You get to make decisions. If you don't like the retro colors, then do cute Christmas colors because they will be absolutely fine. Not everybody likes these colors, and that is a-okay. We're all different. We all get to make those choices when we're creating a project. We get to decide, and maybe our customers don't like that. My customers are absolutely all about the retro. So I'm going to tap it down, make sure everything is down, and there's that one. What do you think, guys? I think these are so cute. Let me turn this back around again so you can see everything again. Isn't that just so cute? My light has changed. So my light in my window is coming in, and so on the screen for me, it has changed a lot. Okay, let me go in a little bit. There we go. What do you think? I think it's super cute. Okay, let me go to my Facebook page. I need to go back. Okay, it looks fine on there. Oops. Turn down the volume, Darlene. Okay. All right, guys, what do you think? I think they're adorable. Here's our Brrr. For those people that are always cold. And Mr. Frosty. Okay, let me put you up to myself. That was a long project. I need to go in. I have 10 minutes before I need to log in. There we go. Can you see the sun shining? So I'm going to have to put something else up in the window because with the change in the time, when I do a long project, we have a glare. Okay, I'm going to stand it up for just a second. There's our Frosty. I will take picture for you guys, but I don't want them to be misaligned. There's our Brrr. It doesn't, in person, you can see all your letters. It's just not as good right there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go. Got to go clean up all those paintbrushes and get my day started. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Bye.